up, everybody? Happy damn Tuesday. It's your boy, your one and only OTC, your only triple champ, your boy Matty Bischoff. What is this Karate Kid beat the bully ass hype music? I kind of did. That's my favorite theme. If I'm not like at times during the day, I can find myself kind of like humming it. And I love that one. That is honestly my favorite little song that we got. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, it's the very video game shit. What up, Batty? What up, Queen? I hope you had a better day at work today. I honestly do. We hope you ain't no second bottle. Nothing crazy. But yeah, so it's a solo pod. Kenny at work. Mongo's under the weather. Mike, if he pops in, they know I'm going. I ain't got no problem going live. Like I did enough of these alone now. I'm a professional. So yeah. Good. I had me a good day. I don't know if I told y'all yesterday, but yeah, they sent us home for the bed bugs. We ain't got to go back until Thursday, and then my vacation starts Friday because I celebrated 9 years at my job, and every year, well, it's 9 years I think next week or the week after, but yeah, next week. But every year you get more PTO added, so it's like, oh shoot, I need to start using PTO. Like I carried over PTO from last year and I just used it. And now I got someone brought bed bugs into the office. Like I work an office job. So someone on the third floor, I work on the second floor. That's where my department is at. I was chilling. I was already hating. Like it was Monday morning. I was already sitting there like, man, I really want to go home. And I was just like working. And then out of nowhere, an email came from the office management people like that runs our part of the building. And they were like, hey, we just found a bed bug on the third floor. We need everybody to gather their belongings, get all y'all stuff, basically get the fuck out. I was just sitting there like, thank you, God, because I did not want to be here right now. It was just one of them days like, I want to go home. After all the storms and flooding that has happened here in Kentucky, the last thing I want to be doing is being outside my house. Like, what you mean? Like, the kids haven't even been going to school. Like, most places have, like, especially the places by the river, they're just closed because they're underwater. So, like, yeah, that. And then somebody brought bed bugs. So, yeah, apparently the people came here. Orkin came to the office today around an hour ago. And they're going to do both floors. And then it takes a day for it all to air out. And then everybody can come back on Thursday. That's the day. I only work in the office Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. So I'm cool. Like I had to go to work. I had to be in office today. I ain't gotta be in office tomorrow. I get to sit at home. I don't drink on the clock anymore. Yeah, I can say that because as I've like risen up and gotten better paying like jobs, I can't drink on the job. This was like during the pandemic. But yeah, I don't blame you. Man, whoever it was, the third floor is crazy. I used to work on the third floor. They got a lot of folks on the third floor. They got a lot of departments on the third floor. I think the call center is on the third floor. Yeah, so it was probably one of the call center area. Somebody came from home and brought one. So yeah, I don't blame you. I'll beat their ass. But enough about that. Enough about me. Hope everybody's having a wonderful night. It's your boy, the OTC. If y'all know what the OTC, only triple champ, not and your only tribal chief, but only triple champ. I got the one half of the Reggie Simpson. Yeah, I'm the Reggie Simpson Memorials Prediction Champion. I'm one half of the Are You Fucking Serious quiz show champs, and I'm your forever IC title. And unless Mike pops in, this belt ain't going nowhere. And the belt only comes out on Thursdays. The rest of the time, it sits in my room on display for nobody. But yeah, last night's Raw, we can get into Raw. If you joined us last night for the live stream, thank you so much. We got some of our highest numbers ever. So we're thinking about into the future doing live streams for other shows. Most importantly, AEW Dynamite. So if y'all are interested in us doing an AEW Dynamite live stream one of these days, one of these weeks, especially with WrestleMania week where all hell breaks loose, just let us know. We might do it because, hey, we saw the people they love the darn Raw, so we'll see if we can get them same numbers for a Dynamite. Do something, help out TK. But yeah, last night's Raw was pretty damn good. I didn't think it was going to be that great, but it was good. We had Lyra. We started off, I forgot all about that. We started off, we had Bianca Belair. We had Adam Pearce in the ring with Io, Bianca, and Rhea, a.k.a. Mommy. And, I mean, they just got right on down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, Kanisha. What up, Kanisha? Yeah, it's just me. It's just me. Hey, I ain't gonna promise you, like, hey, if somebody starts it off, I will pop in. Like, I'm not gonna be there the whole show because y'all Mondays, Tuesdays, I'm like, all right. By the time Wednesday gets around, I'm like, yeah, I ain't watching that. But I'll pop in if it's like, oh, this match coming out. Oh yeah, I'll do a run in. Fuck it. But yeah, next week is when all hell breaks loose. Like, as predictions champion, we know what's about to happen. We know as the quiz show, if ain't no pay-per-view this week, it's the quiz show. And then next week is WrestleMania. And that means I got to do all them damn shows too. So, man, it sucks. It sucks to be champion. I don't know where Cookie's at. Cookies, wherever you are the champion. Batty ready to take the belt. She ready to take. She's like, hey, he ain't trying to get his crown, so I'm gonna take it, and I don't blame her. But yeah, back to Raw. We had the three queens in the ring, and we just got right on down to it. We're finally gonna get it. What we've been asking for. We're gonna get Io versus Rhea versus Bianca at WrestleMania. This is the most Attitude Era-ish storyline. There's a lot of Attitude Era coming out now with Triple H writing, and it's the good Attitude Era stuff. Like, this is a good... If he misses the day too, then it's bad. I would give him the Wednesday. Like, I would give him one more day. We'll give him 3 business days. Monday to Wednesday. He was crowned on Monday. All right, he ain't showed up on Tuesday. Well, he's crowned on Sunday. But then Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to give him 3 business days. Then I'll be like, Greg, hey, he ain't showing up. Like, we about to vacate that. The Cookie, you're going to show up tomorrow. Where you at? But yeah. This is one of the most Attitude Era-ish storylines. I love it. It's essentially Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, or any triple threat throughout the Attitude Era that features Triple H. That is just like, all right, this is a triple threat with all even competitors, and it's not annoying. Unlike, like, even until like maybe the last week or so, one of our main events, that triple threat was kind of uninteresting until basically Friday, and then what happens later in the show. But yeah, I really like. Kanisha said he got one job to show up. Oh, but yeah, so I can't wait to see this triple threat happen. I really think this is going to be the match where Bianca is going to take that L finally, because I'm still going with it, because after we saw it last year at WrestleMania, I liked it. It was basically just like watching Marvel movies. Everything connected, and everything usually connects at WrestleMania. But the way Triple H did it, he did it more cinematically. He did it what we're used to seeing, and everything like Seth and Cody were in that tag match. The next night, he lost to Drew, and then like Damian Priest lost his belt, and everything was like, bup, 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 bup. Like he lost to Drew. Drew wanted to taunt Punk. That was that connect. And then like, oh, Punk messed with him. He was hurt. Ding, there's Damian Priest. Cash in. Boom. Like everything came into place. And that's why I feel like that's what's going to happen. Whatever night these ladies, this triple threat is on, Naomi and Jade needs to be on the same night, because that is a feud that has to bleed over into that match. Because regardless of who wins or loses, both of them are probably going to come out there to be like, I'm here for you, girl. I don't need y'all. Get out of here. And that's how she loses. Like I said yesterday on the live stream, I'm just giving out free predictions to help everybody next week. I'm giving out free game for next week. So after all that, so we got our WrestleMania match set up. And then after that, they cut to the clubhouse. Finn, he's sitting there chilling. Finn he's being all right for now. But basically, Liv Morgan is just kind of she said it doesn't really matter which one of them wins, as long as one of them wins. Like, just bring the damn title to Judgment Day. So after all that, we get Bayley versus Bird Woman, as people affectionately call her, Lyra. Bird Woman. I like that match. It was a really good match. I knew Bayley wasn't going to win. But the way they have been, that Triple H has finally remembered he has a women's intercontinental champion, I appreciate this building of her. Like, she's having matches now on TV. She's having good matches. Someone on Twitter said it. They was like, Bird Woman. They were like, Lyra, I love you. Like, you put on great matches, but where's the personality? And it's like, yeah, that's all it is. We just need something to like make us like her. Like, yeah, we know you good, but come on, besides this wrestling, make like, where's your, like the person said, where's the personality? Either that, and someone said, they were like, well, Roxanne's gonna show up, and I'm like, I don't want that to happen. I want Roxanne on the main roster, but I don't want her fighting Bayley. I don't want that match. Nobody asked for that match. Hey! I'm sorry, Batty. He has appeared. What up, cookies? Cookies, you are finally here. Now you can claim your crown. You won the predictions. Greg said it was a landslide victory. His words, not mine. Apparently, you had perfect predictions. So, Betty ain't bad. Betty was ready to claim that belt. I was about to be out here like, hey, I'm the only person here. She about to be, if you ain't show up tomorrow, I was about to be like, hey, she champ. I ain't even gonna put interim on it. I was gonna ask Mongo who came in second, because whoever came in second about to get it. Ain't no intercontinental. And we should just call y'all the TV champ. Y'all the TV champ. Something. The King of the Ring and Dango Lang is. See, I'm here. I'm comfortable with myself, so I'm gonna put all the comments up. I don't care. But the great baddie, look on the bright side. Next week, or even this week, possibly, because I don't know. I'm gonna wait until Mongo says something. If there's a pay-per-view this week, you got a chance to win. But we know there's a pay-per-view next week. There's a bunch of them. You got WrestleMania Night 1 and 2, and Stand to Deliver, and whatever else bullshit is about to happen. That is petty. That is petty. Petty. See? Petty. Petty as hell. That's petty. That's petty, but I love it. But yeah, Bailey, she lost. It was I like that match. Like, that's the type of match I wish Mercedes and Julia had, because that match they had on Sunday was ass, and it had Mercedes doing a lot of heavy lifting. I've never been the biggest Mercedes Sasha. She cool. I like when she opens her mouth. It's depending on what she's talking about. I can listen to her when she's talking about her personal life. I decide everything okay, oh yeah, I believe all of that. But her wrestling wise, she is cool, and that match definitely made me reawaken me to how good she is of a wrestler, because yeah, Julia Hart sucked ass. And but back to Raw. Screw Burt Kreischer showing up. I don't care about that, except for when he pulled up an American Made and he had Chad Gable and all them at Alpha Academy. That was cool because that gave us a good ass meme. We get AJ Styles being interviewed backstage. He's talking about he's in a good place right now. He's going to embarrass Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Karrion Kross rolls up on his ass. Exactly. That match, I was so happy when that match ended, because when she wasn't tapping, I was just like, oh my God, I don't care what you do, just end it. And she was just she just got up and pinned her. I was like, thank you. I'm so glad this match is over. I stood up. When she was up dancing, I'm like, you know what? Thank you for reminding me that, you brought out NXT you brought out the NXT heel, because, yeah, that girl was wasting our time. She was wasting not just her time, my time too. She was wasting our time. She was wasting our time. However you watched it, it was still our time. It wasn't our money. It was our time. But yeah, Karrion Kross rolled up on AJ Styles. It's pretty clear that man is going to probably end up costing him his match at WrestleMania. But either way, next week, we're going to get the hair versus hair. And it ain't no hair match. It's just pretty hair all around. AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross next week on Raw. So the locks will be flowing next week. We got American Made with their newest member, El Grande Americano. My favorite coffee, because that's exactly what that just sounds like. It's just, it's just literally the large American, but it sounds like a coffee. With the Creed brothers, and then you got the LWO, and it's Dragon Lee with Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro. This was a pretty good match. It ended with Ivy Nile passing some type of metal plate to El Grande Americano. He puts it inside of his mask, and now this man has the greatest headbutt of all headbutts and just murders Rey Mysterio. And then he ends up doing a diving headbutt onto Dragon Lee. And that's how he gets the pin. And technically, if he's using a plate, that should also hurt him kind of, but whatever. I ain't gonna be technical, but I'm just like, should that hurt him too? As I'm reading that. Then we get a recap of the Jimmy Uso murder. R.I.P. Jimmy Uso. They talked that shit. So y'all know that. Y'all saw that. They just killing time until next week. Gunther came out there funeral fresh because he know what he did last week. He know he killed a man, and he didn't give a damn. But that's all right. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. And then right after that, we get New Day making their entrance. So whoopie damn do. Then we get Rey Mysterio storming into Adam Pearce's office, demanding a match against El Grande Americano. And he wants to pick where he fights him. Since Rey is a Hall of Famer, he can honestly do that. And this man picks WrestleMania. So, it's official. We're getting El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable, is getting a WrestleMania match against Rey Mysterio. Hot damn. We were doing the live streams. I didn't, because when we're doing that, we keep our stuff low so it doesn't, because WWE, if they can pick up that stuff and then our stuff get flagged. So we keep our sound low. I saw when this comedian came out here, I essentially looked at it as, we need this man to come out here, because honestly, I don't know who he is. Like, I like comedy, but I mostly I stick to the kind of people I know. I don't really venture out unless the people I know kind of co-sign them. I don't know nothing about this dude, but I didn't care. Like, I'm not going to Vegas. I'm not going to the roast. This was essentially them trying to say, hey, either ticket sales are low and we need people to buy tickets. So have this fool come out here and tell some jokes, or it had to be that. They're just like, hey, sell WrestleMania because ain't nobody buying that shit. What up, Mike? He said, I can't lie. I don't like the headbutt that Elbert. Yeah, that's why I doubt he does it often. Well, that might be the Americano. Hey, what up, Greg? Okay, we are doing predictions on Thursday. It takes place next Thursday. Okay. Okay, so next Thursday is Unbreakable. See, every time when WrestleMania comes around, this is when I just happen to have the belt, and now I gotta sit up here. I'm probably gonna lose it. This is how I ended up winning. I had the IC belt, and I won up the big belt because everything. He's essentially saying, because if we do it Thursday, How are we gonna do it Thursday if we're gonna be doing the pod live? Cookies. Because I was essentially saying that I was about to say that because I was lost at first. I was like, hold up. Unbreakable is next Thursday, but we're doing predictions for it this Thursday because next Thursday will be Unbreakable. We can't predict it while it's happening because we go live at 9, and if it's next Thursday, we will be going live during Unbreakable, so it'll be impossible to pick. But yeah, high thoughts with Matt. Hey, I was over here thinking we was about to be doing the game show this week. So that means I just had it switch. Nope, I didn't. Because WrestleMania is next week. So I'm still going to be, are you fucking serious? I'm leaving. Hey, the most that can happen is I lose the predictions title. Because I'll still have 2 belts. Also, are you fucking serious? All that, okay, cool. All that's happening. I'm always ready for the game show. I don't study for that. I tell y'all that every time. But yeah, back to Raw. We had New Day versus the War Raiders. This was a cool match. I didn't care for Tony Hinchcliffe. Apparently he did. He told a joke about Big E's neck. I didn't hear it. But apparently, where is this so-called booty ass joke? It was something. He just said something. It was something that was as stiff as Big E's neck, and it's like, huh? Like, my dude, that ain't. I mean, if that's how you joke, cool. But Big E had a response. He said, "I guess at my big age of 39 years old, people will say what they want about you. It's not their opinion of you. Has nothing to do with me. It's not my business." Then he says, "Look, say what you want." He was given a mic. He was given an opportunity. People will feel how they want to. It's just, there's a lot of discourse oftentimes as a public figure. People will say things about you, whether they're jokes, whether they're not, and that is their right. I think the one thing is, and I get like, I'm on here, it was said on the show, I'm supposed to talk. He said, especially when things are mentioned about me, I should have an opinion on them. It's just, it is tiring to have to weigh in on everyone's opinion or whatever they say. And then he says, look, I'm not hurt. I'm good. I want the discourse to be had without me, honestly. I really have no desire to weigh in on this. I didn't sign up for this. I wasn't aware of this. He did what he wanted to. People signed off on it. Has nothing to do with me, truly. So he's taking the higher road. Really, he's just like, it is what it is. If dude wants to joke about it, so be it. He don't care. Always. That is always my motto, especially when I go into a brewery. Oh no, I'm leaving here with something. Like that when the storm was starting, I told you I bar hopped. While it was getting ready to happen, I spent $70 so quick on beer. And I'm about to probably spend another 70 when I get paid. But yeah, fuck that Tony. We only like what Tony? Yeah, TK and Tony. TK sometimes. Tony Storm all the time. Yeah, that I saw that and I was just kind of like I knew that much of his material consisted of roasting Michael Cole with insults that would have felt dated had Jerry Lawler been delivering them last century. So yeah, fuck that guy. The match was pretty good. It had to end on a disqualification because obviously, we are getting New Day versus War Raiders at WrestleMania. Okay, I got you. My bad. I was over here just talking. Mike is like, I'm trying to get on. No, Mike been trying to get on. When I be on, if my watch is buzzing, I just ignore it because I'm like, I'm doing the show. And most people know I'm doing the show. And Mike is like, no, send me an invite. I can get on. Hey, what up?
Hey!
The upper half of the Are You Fucking Serious Quiz Show Champs. Mr. Main Event, Mike Chopper. What up, Mike? My bad, bro.
Yeah. Nah, shit. Hey, first off, shout out to my brother Matty Bischoff for holding it down. Y'all know Matt can talk about wrestling all day. So shout out to him for holding it down. Hey,
dude, I was late starting. My landlord called me. I was getting ready to press live, and I see my landlord. I was like, what he calling me for? And I was like, I bet you he asking, did I send the rent? I sent the rent because I keep forgetting it's not March anymore. So I'll be wanting to be like, I sent that shit March 31st. He's like, did you send the rent? I was like, I sent that on March 31st, my dude. Literally from the post office.
Right. Like, nigga, you should have got that by now.
He was like, oh, this man, he was like, oh, our mail sucks. He was like, oh, this mail is ass. And I was sitting there looking like, I still got the receipt. What you?
Man. Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to Kenesha. Shout out to Cookies. Hey, Cookies, you had a perfect prediction, brother.
Right.
Perfect prediction. So, hey, listen, that's all right, Cookies. Hey, you see my bottom headline, my bottom tagline. Look, it's ski mask season, baby. That's all right. Look, we're going to do predictions Thursday. Although the show is next Thursday, we're doing the predictions this Thursday. So, hey, listen, it's WrestleMania season. It's ski mask season. Hey, you know, I'm always near the belt. Hey, let's think about this. We are basically a quarter through the year. And guess who's had the belt this whole time? Me. Me. I started at the Rumble. Lost it for a little bit. Got it right back.
Oh, like I'm usually, if it ain't me, it's you. Or Kenny gets it. He might get it for a little bit. Kenny had it for this little bit of time, and then you had it. Kenny had the quiz show.
Yeah. I remember where it used to take me months to get the damn belt. I should be like, fuck. Because I would either tie or I'd come in second or third. I'd be like, fuck. Over the past year, I don't know what's happened over the past year. I've just been on my game, and I've been locked in with this predictions title. So, hey, it's only a matter of time before Goldie comes back to daddy. And Cookies, you know what? You're damn right. It is definitely easier to chase after it. Because
it's super easy. Like, when I win, that's why it's like, I cherish just being intercontinental. And I'll do the quiz show. If I win predictions, I win them. Like, I got lucky off of that submissions bullshit. Because Mercedes should have made Julia tap. But she got fed up and picked that ass because she was tired of everybody's time being wasted.
Cause you had zero, right?
Yeah, I had to take zero.
So I know we on Raw, but not one fucking match ended in a submission.
Right. And I had to take zero because y'all had already set y'all's numbers. And I was like, I guess I'll take zero. I was like, I don't want zero.
Wow. Fucking zero. Because normally when we pick zero, there's always something that fucking happens.
Right.
Man.
Like that whole time, I'm like, ain't nobody tap. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, this long ass pay-per-view, it had not near a single submission. I'm like, TK, you suck ass.
Not one submission. And you got a boatload of wrestlers that use submissions as they finisher. Like, you mean to tell me Bobby Lashley and used the Hurt Lock?
All the matches ended in straight up finishes. Like,
oh, that's
ugly ass.
That is so
yeah.
But but to Cookie's point, it's much easier to go after the belt than defend it. And I remember, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I ducked and dodged through WrestleMania. I know I came out of Mania the champ. I came out of Mania the champ. What up, Batty?
Yeah, Batty here. She had a better day today. She had a better day at work today.
Batty, I'm glad you had a better day, my girl. Because, man, look, we was about to have to squat up and have to beat somebody's ass. So what's up, Batty? How you doing, my girl? But yeah, this is WrestleMania season. And if you got the belt, like Matt, he has the belt at this time. You gotta be sticking and moving.
Yeah, I always get the belt around this time, and it's just like, oh my god! Right, what show are we predicting now? We're predicting MLW. Shake that ass down. Like what? Oh,
because I think it was one year we had. Oh wait, it was the Super Card. I want to say. Oh.
What up, Dolores?
What's up? And I know we on a little bit of a tangent, but fuck it.
What's all right?
I know one of those years ROH decided we're gonna throw a super card in the mix.
Oh yeah, when ROH used to matter, we did super card, and this is
like come on, bro. Like what the hell?
And that's when we had all them other belts, and that's when it got to the point of like, dude, we got too many belts.
Way too many.
And Kenny just said, "Fuck it," and I fucked around and won because I was happy getting second place because I'm like, that's all I do. That's all I do. I get the Intercontinental belt. Cool. That's all. I'm happy coming in second place. I don't want to go for that other belt. I'll keep coming second.
Okay, so next week we got this TNA pay-per-view it was special.
So this week we predicted next week, and then then we'll be doing WrestleMania predictions while that is happening.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of all the shows that's going to take place next week. So you got
Stand and Deliver,
Stand and Deliver, night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. Oh my god! But you know what though?
And we still doing the game show and all that too.
Oh
so that's
my
4.
god! And you know what?
We doing Unbreakable, game show, WrestleMania, Stand and Deliver. Because the game show gonna fall in there at some point.
Yeah. Mongo's an asshole. He's gonna squeeze it in. He's gonna slide in right after we do predictions.
That's what I was like, Greg, I'm the only person who has done predictions and the game show. And that day we did it, I lost both of them. I lost the game show that night, and then I went into the pay-per-view, and I lost my belt.
But you know the great thing, because you know what? We have been complaining, because we can circle it back to Raw with this point. The great thing about WrestleMania being on the weekend that it's in, it's 420 weekend, baby. Yeah, it's 420, because I'm like, damn, it's taking fucking forever for WrestleMania to get here. And I thought about it a couple days ago. Like, Negro, it's the 420 weekend. I get to have 420 and WrestleMania. That's a great time right there.
And then with me, my job, since it's the stock market, see, this is what I love stock market, because the stock market is just just steeped in tradition, in history. So we take off for President's Day or Washington's birthday, just a random day in February. I'll be like, oh, cool. I can sleep in on this day. We get Good Friday off because they religious. Because remember back in the day when America used to be really, really religious?
Right.
Yeah, y'all get Good Friday off. Cool.
I used to love that as a kid. Good Friday? Hell yeah.
Get Good Friday off, and I'm taking a half day the day before to get my teeth clean. Oh, yeah. All I gotta do is do 3.5 days, 3.5 days of work next week. And then it's WrestleMania 420 Easter.
See, next Friday, The kids don't have school, but my ass still got to report to work. Like, ain't this a bitch?
Yeah, now yes, Batty. Yes, MLW, shake that ass 12.
Mm-hmm.
Super Card of Honor, Ring of Honor, Super Card, shake that ass 18. Like, what? What is this? And then our main event, the main event of WrestleMania, not WrestleMania, of Raw, is right when we signed out. Y'all saw the entrances, and then we signed off. Hopefully, y'all watched the match. Dominic Dirty Dom Mysterio. They took away the dirty, but he's still dirty to me. Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Mr. Sassy. Mr. Sassy Dance. Mr. Sassy Walk. Penta.
That's how I'll be walking out of work on Fridays. Just, hey, but just y'all have a great weekend. I'm out of
That's
here.
That's how I left yesterday. I'm like, I ain't got no bed bugs. Or... well, be here any damn way. Go home. I didn't want to be here any damn way. I'm only here because I gotta be. Y'all gotta go home now. The building gotta be fumigated. Yes. Mm-hmm. As soon as I got home. I ain't putting on jeans. I'm wearing sweats until Thursday. I'm like, what I got in here to eat? Because I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got to spend no money. What I'm in here, what I'm about to cook. But yeah, the main event, Dominic Mysterio versus Penta, man, that was a good ass match. Penta wins with the Penta driver. And the highlight of this match, y'all, we probably saw the greatest spear of all time from Braun fucking Breaker. He has the best spear ever. It's better than it's Goldberg's just turned up.
Yeah. Like I was thinking about this recently. Like, too many people use the fucking spear.
Right.
Only one person should use it, and that's Braun. Like, even Roman, you need
Roman's is cool, but it ain't Braun.
It ain't. When you spear somebody so fucking hard that you do a somersault.
That man be giddy. He is basically on Waterboy levels when he gets ready to spear. Like, I feel like he is screaming like Bobby Boucher. Like, because when he flipped, I was just like, did he really like he usually leaves the ground? But like you said, yo, why did you just like do a full somersault? Like, you're not human, bro.
Like, that nigga torpedoed into the spear and then did a full fucking somersault. I'm like, oh my God.
And the NFL said they didn't want that. Y'all stupid.
Crazy. Wow, insane. And like, yeah, for those of y'all who don't know, Braun played college football. He was a running back. Go see Braun's highlights back at Kennesaw State.
That dude actually, he just sees a hole. He just runs to the hole when he does that spear.
If y'all remember the name Mike Allstott, just think of a more athletic version of that. That's Braun. Mike Allstott.
Like, Braun is just like 25 years too late. Because man, they thought the NFL didn't want me. What the fuck you mean? Right. I wanna. You could be on the Titans. Shit.
Shit.
Right, you run through, you spear through people. You can definitely run through a motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I put Braun on the Bengals? Right at middle linebacker. Here you go. Shoot that A gap, that B gap, and hit a motherfucker.
I would have had, man. Oh man, the Titans would have been. We would have won that game versus the Bengals because we would have had Derrick Henry and Braun motherfucking Breaker at fullback. Brian Tannehill ain't doing shit. What you do? You are running. You are holding. You are handing the ball off, sir. Who I'm handing it to? I don't give a damn who you hand it to. You can hand it to Braun. You can hand it to Derrick. They gonna go through. AJ Brown is gonna be there. Like, by the time they are tired of getting hit, that's when we can be like, all right, now throw it to AJ.
I got a better idea. I know what I put Braun right on that edge. Get the quarterback. Get that fucking quarterback. You have Trey Hendrickson on one edge, have Braun on the other edge. That's the real brothers of destruction on the defensive line.
Mike Bragg will be like, he gonna go to Dolly's. That's that booty ass Frisch's rip off. We're gonna send Braun to Dolly's. Like,
yeah, Braun. Every time he does that, that's Big Papa Pump.
It really is. Like
when he's tossing motherfuckers suplexing motherfuckers, that's his daddy. But when he does that damn spear, that is goddamn Uncle Scotty Steiner. And yes, Carlito took the 2 worst deaths from that spear.
That's all he there for.
Is to die.
Like, he's just there to just play PS5 and die. So they got me. And then after all that, Finn ends up attacking. Like, he ends up being the last man standing, essentially. And it's like, okay. Finn, they can hype me up all they want. You ain't winning. I really wouldn't be shocked if Dom won. But and then our main event segment, which was really so good that they put it on YouTube in case you missed it. It was basically Seth Rollins. I said it in the chat, and I will say it right here, and Cookies will probably agree with me because of the way I'm about to say it. Cookies, would you agree with me? This whole feud, Roman, Punk, and Seth, this is just gay as fuck now. Like, they are all just essentially like, I want you, Daddy Paul. This is why you should pick me. Like, because I said in the chat, I was like, this is just gay now. Like, they are like Seth was just sitting up there like, I need to be a Paul Heyman guy. I need to be under you. You need to pick me. And I'm just like, Mike was like, is he selling himself? I'm like, yes. All these dudes are fighting over Paul. Roman is like, he mine now. CM Punk, we've always been together, dude. We've always been together. Seth, you need to see a new thing now. I don't know if you heard about me, but I'm the architect. Like,
because Matt,
this is a triple threat match for Paul Heyman.
Yeah, because Matt said it. He said in the group chat, he said, watch what's going to happen. Heyman's going to leave out with Seth. And then you fast forward to that damn promo. And the first thing that came out of Seth's mouth, I'm thinking like, oh, Matt is right. He hit the nail on the head. He is for sure leaving
and
out
then he just started selling himself. I'm just like, I mean, damn, Seth.
Just selling his whole asshole to Paul.
Right, he just bent over. He over here like, he over there like, I got these cheeseburgers. No, get away from me. I suck your tail. Get out of here. That's what Steph is on that. He's at that level. I'll suck your. Now you owe me a favor. That's basically he was up. Now you owe me a favor. After he got his ass beat by CM Punk. Like, when CM Punk came out there, like, Seth talked all that shit. Then CM Punk comes out there. They start fighting. And then Paul is consoling CM Punk. And Seth is like, see, I could curse stomp you right here, but I'm not. Now you owe me a favor. It was like.
But you know what? Like, I thought about this whole time, right? I thought about this earlier. And throughout this whole feud between the three. Seth really was never needed in this feud until last night.
Like, it went from being like, all right, this is Roman versus Seth, and then CM Punk made it about it. CM Punk got in. We're like, why is CM Punk in this? What is the point of him?
Right.
And then he's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna make sense. And then we look at Seth like, you still mad about the shield shit, but okay, like, I guess. And now it's all just, that's why I'm just like, y'all are just fighting over Paul now.
Right.
This is a Paul Heyman triple threat match.
Because it went from Roman and Seth been beefing for a decade. Then you fast forward all the way to War Games. Because Seth did he made a hell of a point last night. He told Heyman, he said, I was your first choice for War Games. And I said, no. He was your last choice. Talking about Punk. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. But then after that, it's like, okay, that should have shifted to Roman and Punk because Punk had the favor from Heyman.
Right.
And then you fast forward to Royal Rumble. That whole fiasco that happens once all three of them are eliminated. And then you're just looking at Seth like, okay, Heyman owes Punk a favor. Heyman is still with Roman. Seth is just there. And then they got this whole UK tour, this whole European tour. And you just see them like, Seth just looks out of place here.
He really that's why it was like
third wheel. Because in my brain, this is a feud between Roman and Punk because of this favor. Seth is just here. But it is funny that Matt said it, and it is gay as hell. But at least it makes sense now. At least Seth.
It makes sense. At the end of the day, after everything, every time we thought it was one thing, it switched to something else. And then as soon as it went to that, it went to something else. And now I'm just like, yo, y'all are just all three of y'all are fighting over Paul. Roman wants to keep Paul, but CM Punk called in the favor, so he gonna be in CM Punk's corner. And Seth is like, well, shit, everybody else like you. Well, I want to see what it's like.
And I just saved your life.
Right.
Could have curb stomped you to hell. Now you owe me a favor. And the underlying question that I have in all this is, where is Rock? Where is Rock?
People have been asking about that with John Cena because they're like, all right, John Cena is bad, but what's The Rock doing?
Yeah, where's Rock?
I honestly feel like, because Kenny brought it up a few weeks ago, that's why I haven't dropped Rock, because I essentially look at Rock as he's the new Mr. McMahon. Yeah. He's the new Vince. Because Triple H is Vince booking. He is Vince as the booker. Yeah. He cannot be Mr. McMahon because of his heart. He is not. He's not going out there with a pacemaker. He ain't trying to Ric Flair himself. So he ain't doing that. So essentially, they had to split both of those characters up. You got Triple H as the writer, and you got Rock as the wrestler, Mr. McMahon. That's why I'll be like Mr. Rock Man, because that's who he is essentially. The final boss is Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
He's Samoan Mr. McMahon.
Because I feel like Rock, obviously, he in the storyline with Cena because Cena sold his soul. But I also feel like Rock can pop up at this storyline as well.
Rock can honestly, just like Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon can always pop up in anything because he was the owner, and now The Rock is the final boss. So he can essentially pop in, and if Triple H does show up, it's like, oh shit, Triple H was like, we don't do that. I run this. I do this. This is mine. You ain't messing this up. And Rock is like, I don't give a fuck about your shit. Right. But like you were saying, I really feel like if John Cena fails, then Rock is gonna be champion. Because either John Cena gonna be like, oh, I lost, bink, bink, bink. If you smell 1, 2, 3. And it's like, oh my God, the final boss is the champion. Yep. Yeah.
Because remember that conversation that Rock and Cody had last year after Mania. And they were teasing, oh, could we get Rock versus Cody at some point? It would not fucking surprise me if Rock leaves Mania with the belt.
When I picked him up, we could have picked up John Cena. And yeah, John Cena is cool, but we got a whole year of John Cena.
Right.
I don't put it past. Like I've watched too much old wrestling, just from growing up, like seeing that stupid the cool ass Deadly Games tournament on that booty ass Survivor Series, like that carried that Survivor Series, and like the Rock won. It's just like, oh, okay. And now the people that were the wrestlers in that era are the people that are writing it. Oh no, y'all not about to try. You're not about to try and trick us because we've seen this bullshit. We saw it plenty of times. It wasn't no network. It was tapes, and we only watched what we had available. If Survivor Series '98 was at the library, guess what? Looks like I'm watching Survivor Series '98 again. I can't go on the WWE Network and watch Survivor Series '97. I gotta request that.
You had that for the whole 7 days till you got
right. Gotta wait that long ass 7 days. But yeah, my bad. I'm gonna put the banner up even though we just finished Raw. But yeah, Seth Rollins saved Paul Heyman and said he has a favor that he gotta get him back with. Also, we're going to get into a little bit of news just before we get into NXT. Bully Ray claims he fell asleep during the Kenny Omega Speedball Ricochet match, claimed on Busted Open that he couldn't care any less about the match. And I got the quote. He said, I fell asleep during Kenny Omega Mike Bailey Ricochet. I dozed off. I had already watched entirely too much wrestling, and I don't care. He said that he had absolutely no investment in the three men, and he was not alone, as many of his co-hosts also fell asleep during the lengthy pay-per-view. I care about Kenny Omega if he was in a blood feud fighting for the company. Bully Ray lamented. He said, I think they are using Kenny Omega. They are misusing Kenny Omega. Put Kenny in an angle in which he's fighting for the company, where he can be a hero, where he can shed blood. Have Kenny be a warrior who fights with his fists. There are so many other layers to Kenny Omega that Tony Khan refuses to see because Kenny's a 5-star match machine.
Bully Ray, shut up!
I'm glad you said it because I was just like, man, shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Bully Ray. Bully Ray, what you're not about to do is sabotage my reality. And the reality is we're going to get Kenny Omega versus Okada, and we're going to have an Intercontinental Champion, an AEW Intercontinental Champion. We're going to have that's what's on the board, okay? And also, Bully Ray, did you forget the hell that Kenny Omega's body has gone through over the past couple years?
He don't care.
Like, my God. And you talking about getting into a blood feud? Man, that dude's intestines almost came out of his damn body. And you talking about some blood feud. Shut up, Bully Ray. And for the record, that was fire. That was a great fucking triple threat. We knew everybody knew Kenny Omega was going to win, but nevertheless, it was still a great match.
Kenny Omega is just like, he's basically on the back end of his career. He knows he's just trying to Tito's point, he's just trying to get everybody else shine. Exactly. Like, when he's ready to put people over, that's going to be a huge point for him.
And think about what a lot of great champions do at the second half of their career. They win the mid-card belts.
Right. Like John Cena gave us the blueprint. He reinvented the blueprint because it wasn't something. It wasn't like something we hadn't seen before. It was just they put a fresh coat of paint on it because you see the person who was the modern day GOAT, the modern day Ric Flair, go down to the mid-card. The upper mid card, It's like, oh, he's gonna have this belt for a day and he's gonna get rid of it. Oh, he's gonna keep it and he's gonna elevate people, even though he's gonna beat their ass, but he's gonna elevate them. That's how I used to look at it. Well, he gonna win, but he had a good match. Shit, like Batty said, Bubba can shut his old fat inbred ass up. He just getting that WWE check, so he can't shake. Yes, he on that LFG, and he really don't need to be on there. Oh yeah, Tashida. She's a that fine ass Japanese man, Tashida. And then in other news, because we still got more fuckery, Booker T has responded to Swerve Strickland saying fuck Booker T after AEW Dynasty. He says the last thing they should be thinking about at the end of your pay-per-view is me. And yes, he has a point. He really has a point about it. He also addressed it on his podcast. He said, woke up this morning and I wondered, why is my name trending? I see the video of Swerve Strickland saying, fuck Booker T at the end of Dynasty. I'm not even going to get upset about it. And then instead of getting upset, he critiqued Swerve's decision, which I just said. I'm going to give Swerve Strickland a little bit of advice. That advice would be, don't be talking about something other than the pay-per-view at the end of the night. That's the main event and the last thing people are going to remember. I'm sure Tony Khan don't appreciate the news. The headline not being what happened at Dynasty with all the matches. They're talking about Booker T. That was a bad move. So,
just like I said in the group chat, Booker, in the most polite way, called Swerve a dumbass. Called him a dumbass. Because of Book's point, why are you talking about the op? Right after your pay-per-view that you were the main event of. You were the main event of this pay-per-view. And you talking about
he was the person that everybody wanted to win.
Right. And you talking about me. I'm on the other side. Now you got all this, now you got everybody talking about the other side, which is me. Instead of Dynamite. Not Dynamite, I'm sorry, Dynasty. It's like,
because when it happened, like when I got up the next morning and I saw that video, I was just like, I was kind of like with Booker T. I was like, I thought this was over. Like, what the fuck you still talk about this for, Swerve? Like, you ain't gonna get, like, there's nothing to get out of this. He's retired. His career is done. His career is set in stone. He's a Hall of Famer multi-times. Like, dude, you gonna, like, no matter how many times you swing at him, you gonna miss because his career is his career. And we all respect Booker T. But even Booker T is just like, he's like, this generation, man, I'm an advocate for all young black talent to get into this business. But I'm an advocate for so many more young kids than just black kids. I'm an advocate for anybody who has the talent to actually make it to the next level. I'll put a word in for them. I think my reputation has been solid. I don't publicize a lot of things. The guys out there, they know if I've been on the side of righteousness. They know what Booker T has done behind the scenes. I don't have to talk about it on social media. I'm not trying to get extra brownie points for anything I've done, but they know. People like Swerve, him and I come from a different cloth. Totally cut from a different cloth. I wish nothing but the best for this dude, man. I want to see him succeed. Would I ever say anything positive about him ever again? Probably not. Would I ever put him over as far as being a good worker and someone who could perhaps transform this business? I probably would never ever do that again because I've learned my lesson. So, damn. Booker T has essentially said, I am washing my hands of you. I am not going to put in a good word for you. I'm not going to speak highly of you. I'm just not going to speak of you. Like, damn. Like that, Booker went in. Booker went in. And then he finishes this up with saying, and he hits the nail on the head. The only one laughing at the end of the day at all of this is Vlad. The only one laughing is Vlad TV. He got all this stuff started and stirred up. I thought this thing was over with. I really did. The last thing I thought about was waking up this morning to a fuck you.
Yeah. Yep. You let the culture vulture do what the culture vulture does. Meddle into black people's business.
And Swerve loves to be that's why it's like, oh, he went on. That's why I didn't even bother even talking about it in the chat, because it's like I said something like, "Anybody gonna watch that?" Because we all know if somebody goes on Vlad, DJ Vlad, or Vlad TV, yeah, y'all lying.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Straight up snitching, y'all. It's bullshit. So a lot of the stuff they saying, you just look at it with a side eye, like, I guess my nigga, yeah, sure. So like Swerve is on there. It's like, dude, you went on Vlad. Like, you're better than that. Like, this is why people be talking about you. And then he back, oh, fuck Booker T. This is why people talk about you. Like, they straight up call him a coon.
Yeah. Because Booker, look, black people, we revere Booker T. Especially, and you don't have to be a diehard black wrestling fan. Just black people in general. Black people of a certain age group, regardless if they still watch wrestling or not, know who Booker T is.
Man, my favorite teacher in high school, Mr. Levy, his favorite wrestler was Booker T. And I would never understand. I would be like, why do you like Booker T? But he didn't like Booker T. Like, he was older than me. So it's like, oh, you would see Booker T from like the start. I'm just like, yeah, he was in Harlem Heat. I like Harlem Heat. And then I'm seeing him be WCW's version of The Rock. But he was like I like HBK. He liked Booker T. Like, he ain't play about Booker T. Like,
yeah. And this is the point that Kenny always makes, and it's a great fucking point. Well, a lot of these wrestlers, they don't need social media, and they don't need a fucking microphone in their face outside of work.
Right.
And it makes it bad because he has a podcast. So not only if you're going on Vlad's bullshit, you're gonna talk about this shit on your own podcast, make yourself even more look even more stupid.
Right.
So it's just like, Swerve, man. Just shut the fuck up, take this L, and keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, why are you beefing with Booker T?
Right.
It's like, man, and that's why I said what I said in the group chat last time. Like, Booker T, in the most polite way, just called him a dumbass.
Yeah, and now he's just like, will I ever speak highly of this dude? Nope. Well, he's just like, yeah, I'm done with this guy. He's like, would I ever say anything positive about him ever again? Probably not. Would I ever put him over as far as being a good worker and someone who could perhaps transform this business? I probably would never ever do that again because I've learned my lesson. Like, I would want the Booker T cosign. I would want the Booker T cosign, but Swerve, you do you, bro. But let's get into. We had an hour and 15. We're gonna get into this NXT preview. It ain't much to get into. Advertise for tonight, live on the CW, wherever you watch the CW at in your local city. We gonna have Jordan Grace, Big Mama Hump, the original, taking on one of Maddie's angels, Miss Parker, Miss Jada Parker. Woo! I'm gonna love this match. That's gonna be a really, really, really good match that I cannot wait for. We are gonna also get as our main event. Well, we're gonna hear from Ricky Starks. So that if Ricky is coming out there, that means we're gonna hear from Mr. Ego. We're gonna hear from him. Let's see what else we got. Because I know we got some NXT women's North American qualifiers. I had the full preview of it. That page just crashed. Here we go. Let's see. I know we got. Hey, don't be trying to sell me stuff, y'all. I already bought a shirt today, and it wasn't wrestling. What? Yeah. I know we got Dark State. Okay, so we only got 3 matches announced. So on top of that, we're gonna have those women's North American title qualifiers for the ladder match. And then we got Wesley versus Homeboy. And if y'all know who Homeboy is, Yoshiki Inamura, but I call him Homeboy. Homeboy with the fucked up ass haircut. And then we got Javon Evans, Trick Willie, and NXT champion Obafemi, or as someone perfectly described them on Twitter, you got the big African who was proud. You got the former athlete / rapper, and you got the determined YN, all teaming up against 3 members of the YNWO, aka the Dark State, aka the Baby Hounds. That's what I'm calling them, the Baby Hounds.
Yep, that's exactly what they are. I'm interested to see how they all gonna wrestle.
Yeah, that's what I'm definitely excited about. So we got those 3 matches. I'm just double checking it. We got those 3 matches advertised, and then we'll get some qualifiers on top of that. So it's gonna be a pretty much a women's heavy. The women gonna do the heavy lifting tonight as they usually do. I don't know. I know it's been. I don't think we've talked about it. I've seen stuff on social media about how there might be a second WWE Evolution women's pay-per-view this year.
Hey, they
do that. They got more than enough women. So if they do that, bring it, because
that's fucking fire.
The ladies need. The ladies need a night. They need a show.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like at this point, they got enough women that they can have a good hour show on some service that I'll watch. Fight. Just to see more women fight. To put like, and it don't even got to be like, well, they're gonna do that, so they're gonna take the matches off of Raw and SmackDown. No. Let Raw, like this could be a show for Raw and SmackDown women, and it can feature an occasional women WWE women's or women's world title match on top of that. Like, that's how you sell the show.
Mm-hmm. That's what the original Evolution was. It was just that.
Like they need to, like, we've had, like, if they do a second Evolution, they need to be like, hey, we about to put a show. They about to have a show somewhere. It's enough streaming services. If they can be on Tubi, they can be on anywhere. Y'all can be on Pluto.
Right. And that's why, like, the mid to late 2010s was so revered, because you had the first Women's Evolution pay-per-view. You had the Cruiserweight Classic.
Right.
And you had the UK tournament. See, that's what they need to get back to. See, I know Triple H, he's in charge of Raw and SmackDown now. But hell, give that blueprint to HBK or somebody down in the mid-level. We need tournaments again.
They need to bring back tournaments that are worth a damn. Like, bring back a Cruiserweight Classic and make it for a cup. Like, the only time we get someone, they don't even do the Dusty Classic all that great anymore. Like, the Dusty Classic used to be like an actual bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd be like, well, damn, it would take weeks to get down to the finals. It would start off with like 12 teams. They're like, hey, we got qualifiers. Here's the bracket. Then by the time we got to stand and deliver, that's when we would get to the finals. We would be in the semifinals. They would be talking about somebody tonight would be in a semifinal match to be going to stand and deliver next week for the Dusty Cup. But we ain't got no Dusty Cup. They pull that up whenever they feel like it. We ain't got, honestly, this would be the great time to do a Dusty Cup because you need to get some teams, put some shine on all these teams to make them all look like something, especially OTM. If y'all want us to like them.
Right.
And Homeboy, Josh Briggs and Homeboy. I don't care. They ain't never gonna work. Like, I like Hank and Tank again before I like Josh Briggs and Homeboy. Like, I don't like them at all. They irritate me. Like, they just irritate me to my core. Like, it ain't even like 84 paper. It's just like, why are y'all here? Like, just like y'all have run y'all's quarters. Like, bye. Y'all not funny no more. Y'all weren't even supposed to be funny, but y'all not it. But that's it. That we have been sufficiently electrified. So thank y'all for joining us. If y'all like what y'all saw, follow us. Let me get all the right clicking stuff. There we go. Oh, nope, wrong one. There we go. So you like what you saw, follow us. Facebook /Under the Ring Pod and Twitch.tv /Under the Ring Pod. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we'll be back. We air Monday through Wednesday, 6:15-ish. I was about to be on time today, but like I said, my landlord called, so I was like, "What? We ain't going live now. We gonna answer this." But yeah, we're usually 6:15-ish. And then Thursdays, we go live at 8:45-ish, heavy on the ish. It's usually around 9:50. Yeah, 8:30-ish, 9-ish, one of those. If you follow us on Linktree, hold up. Yeah, there we go. Linktree /Under the Ring Pod. We got our individual links. Also, fingertip, follow that. Individual links. You got Greg Bush SK on Twitter /X. And just at Greg Bush on Blue Sky. We got a resident photographer, Rock Grizz 44. We got the teacher man, one half of the Are You Fucking Serious Quiz Show champs. Teacher man, Mr. Freshbeard. You got me, your OTC, all them belts I got. Yeah, they here. Kanisha, you have yourself a good night, girl. Yeah.
Good night, Kanisha. Have a good night, my girl.
I got all these belts. I'm just drowning in belts. And then we got our boy, Street Team Captain Boreal Maliente, Tito. And our local news correspondent, my boy, Justin D. Baxter, Devontae Sane. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful night. We will see y'all tomorrow. But most importantly, whatever you do it safely, because we want to see y'all on Wednesday. But most importantly, Don. Hey, Don, y'all. Peace out, Daddy. Hey. Peace out, Kanisha.
Don, y'all.
Peace out, Cookie.
Hey. Good night to the chat. Hey.
Thank y'all for joining. We can see y'all tomorrow.
Y'all.